Going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture again, coming at you with another video. So Montrezl Harrell has signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, what do I have to say about the signing? Honestly, I think this was a panic sign. The Lakers just kind of looked at it like, hey, we're running out of quality bigs to get. The Lakers were able to win this championship this past season due to size and being able to rebound the basketball effectively. And I think that's what they seen with Montrezl Harrell, coupled with the fact that he's a client of Clutch Sports, and Rich Paul has used the Lakers as his dumping ground for much of his Clutch Sports clients that can't necessarily get signed to other teams within the association. I mean, after this last bubble, Montrezl Harrell's value was really down. I mean, talk less of the locker room incidents and the locker room issues he was having with the Clippers. His play against Nikola Jokic just really exposed Montrezl Harrell and his value, and it dropped dramatically. So congratulations to him on being able to sign with the Lakers. Hopefully he'll know his place and he'll know that his role and not think that he's better than what he actually is. And I think the Lakers is actually a great fit for him because there's a pecking order there. Obviously it's LeBron, AD, and then everybody else got to fall in line. And I think that was a problem with the Clippers. There was no defined pecking order. There was no defined roles. So players like Montrezl Harrell were able to get out of pocket. And I don't see that happening with the Lakers. And if this was the case, he could basically find himself out the league. But nonetheless, hey, congrats to him. It's sad that the Lakers weren't able to keep Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard is moving on to Philadelphia, which that is another great pickup by the Sixers. Daryl Morey and Elton Brand are really doing their things. They're not messing around. They're looking for a championship because you got to look at it with the Dwight Howard signing. Yes, he's getting up there in age, but that athleticism and his defense, I mean, wow. After the bubble, it's really still there. Not at this peak level, but it's still quality. And you kind of look at it like this is an insurance policy to Joel Embiid taking nights off, maybe due to injury or just not wanting to play, be focused. And Dwight Howard coming in there, he would definitely make an impact for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, we're still waiting to see if they can pull off the Zach LaVine trade. If they were to pull that off, automatically the Sixers move up to being the number one team in the Eastern Conference. And I won't even be surprised if they make it to the finals. All right. And in the finals, they match up really well with the Lakers at that point. Because you have Ben Simmons matched up with LeBron James, and Ben Simmons' defense is top tier, one of the best in the NBA. I think he led the league in steals this past season, or one of the league leaders in overall in total steals. That was Ben Simmons. So you have him matched up at the one with LeBron James. You at the two position, there isn't really much the Lakers have to offer. I mean, their two-guard spot is shaky. I don't even know if KCP's coming back. And if the Bulls were to, not the Bulls, but if the Sixers were to pick up Zach LaVine, that right there, the Sixers win in that matchup advantage. And then you look at the center spot, AD being matched up against Joel Embiid. Now, AD, his offensive game and his package obviously edges out Joel Embiid. But on the defensive end of things, AD is no slouch, and neither is Joel Embiid. Now, is AD able to stop and contain Joel Embiid's size, being able to get down low and scoring buckets, and Joel Embiid and at times can stretch him out and knock down that three. And if you were to add in a player like Dwight Howard to come in there and effectively roughhouse and, pick up rebounds and do his thing, catch lob dunks from Ben Simmons out on the break, hey, the Sixers are a killer team. They are ready, and they have Tobias Harris there to knock down threes. I mean, they're pretty much stacked. They match up well with the Lakers, and it'll be difficult for the Lakers to beat a youthful team like the 76ers, all right, especially if they get the likes of Zach LaVine. So we shall see. I mean, this Lakers signing of Montrezl Harrell, I'm not a fan of him. Montrezl Harrell has been exposed. He's not a great defender. Obviously, he's offensively inept too at times. He doesn't really add size. So the Lakers lost there. Overall, with all their signings, really, they've really just been trying to maintain. The only upgrade that they made was at that guard spot with Dennis Schroeder. So we can't really say the Lakers have really advanced or progressed further than what they are this year. I mean, this championship was given to them. And nonetheless, they're just trying to maintain it. The league is scrambling. It's a copycat league. Basically, teams are just trying to imitate whatever the last championship team did. But if my money on who is a favorite or who has made the most drastic improvements this offseason so far, it's still early, but who's made the most drastic improvements have been the Philadelphia 76ers. They're priming themselves to make a championship push. And look for them definitely to come out of the East if they get Zach LaVine. If they get Zach LaVine, I'm ready to sit here and tell you the 76ers will be in the NBA Finals. But it's all predicated on a big if they get the player that they need, and that's Zach LaVine. But we all just have to sit back and wait. We all have to sit back and wait. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'm out.